Hello everyone, my name is PJ and this is my friend Tyler and welcome to
2P Spyro the Dragon.
Yep, I figured, just like with Crash Bandicoot, since a remake of the original Spyro trilogy is going to be coming out pretty soon. How soon?
No idea.
Like by the end of the year.
It's going to be in 2018. I don't recall what the actual date was, but it's very close.
Yeah, so we figured we might as well play the first 3 Spyro games in preparation for that.
And before we begin, though, I did want to say just one thing, because I mentioned this while we were doing a test recording. But the green Norc that runs across here, actually...
Those are called Norcs, not Orcs.
They're Norcs. Norcs, yes.
They're nasty Orcs.
Just a little bit of a fun thing. It looks like he's running in a circle, like maybe outside the camera's range. But what's actually going on here is he's actually reaching the far left part of the screen. And as soon as he steps off, he actually freezes in place. And when he's set to run across again, they simply revert his position to the beginning and have him run through it again. Just a little bit of a programming thing I thought was really silly.
Yeah, one of the reasons you can actually tell this without needing to pull the camera back is just based on Spyro's mannerisms. Because right now, he's not actually programmed to do this only on the title screen. He does this when enemies are nearby. He just kind of watches them as he stands still. And you can tell, as soon as the Norc is off-screen, Spyro looks back ahead of himself, because there's no more enemy to look at.
Exactly, right.
In the world of dragons.
Bum, ba ba bum.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful here in the 5 worlds, or is it 6? For a dragon's age. We now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Ganasty Gnorc character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Gnorc is a simple creature. Vampire. He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom. No threat! Besides, he is ugly. That does it!
Looks like I've got some things to do.
Okay.
That intro makes no sense.
No sense at all. First of all, okay, so you've got a magical world of dragons, but there is no technology in it other than the camera and microphone that were both almost off screen. And apparently Nasty Norc was watching this.
So it was live television of some kind. Maybe a news channel or something?
And so they mentioned something about him turning gems into warriors. So are all of the Norcs actually not natural creatures?
That must be the case. That's what I always thought they meant when they said that. Because when you hit them, they all drop gems when you hit them. So...
I always figured it was just because they had stolen them. Because you can kill them again later and they don't drop gems. Because they respawn.
Well, my biggest question is this. Why are, like, the jade statues of the dragons why do they look like that? Adult dragons are bipedal. Why do they look like that?
Well, they can still walk on all fours. I mean, they still have legs. I mean, kangaroos kind of hunch over, you know?
Yeah, but they don't even have anything close to those proportions, though, that are in the statues either. Because like, they're big and bulky and beefy and bar-like. And those are like all sleek and, you know.
Yeah. We never see the dragons walk on 2 legs, though. They can stand on 2 legs, but they probably walk on all 4s, like bears.
Maybe. That's possible.
Yeah. So to free the dragons, you just step on them.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the artisan world. Then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Norc? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
And then it keeps a total of how many dragons you've rescued throughout the whole game. But yeah, this makes no sense. In order to free the dragons from Nasty Norc's spell, all you have to do is touch them.
And it doesn't even describe like why the spell didn't work on Spyro.
Just that it missed him.
Yeah, it just missed him.
He ducked and covered.
But what happened to the people recording the video then? Were they dragons too? Is that why they're not recording any more of it?
I don't know.
I mean, this is the dragon world, I guess, so I guess there is just dragons.
Well, this is only the artisan's world. I mean, dragons exist in all 6 worlds.
Yeah.
Then there's these fairies that appear above each of the pedestals where you rescue dragons.
Mm-hmm.
You step on these and they let you save your game. Or you can watch the dragon cutscenes again if you want.
I don't know if that fairy ever comes back either. I don't know.
Well, there's a fairy in the second game named Zoe. I don't think it's the same fairy. I think these are just generic fairies.
Yes, but I suppose it'd be best to get into the actual meat and potatoes of the experience at this point, I think.
Yeah, so you can glide. Holding and pressing circle makes them breathe fire. This is good for unarmored enemies.
Yep.
Holding and square makes you dash, which lets you get around faster, and also you can headbutt enemies.
And your health is shown by the little dragonfly that's following Spyro around. His name is Sparks.
Sparks with an X.
With an X. And
when he's gold, that means he's at full health. I think blue is he's missing 1 hit point. Green is he has 1 hit point left. And then when Sparks is gone, 1 hit will kill Spyro.
Yes. And it's really good to have Sparks around just because he actually pulls up gems to you a little bit wider of a radius. When he's not there, it's harder to pick up gems.
Yeah. So we're gonna come over here. I'm gonna free this next dragon. Delbin.
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro. You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
Yeah, we already explained all that. But you know, another weird story element about this game comes to mind. We just freed 2 bigger, stronger, and more experienced dragons than ourselves. Go beat Nasty Nork.
Yes. But no, it's gotta be Spyro, because, well, they disappear or whatever. So, I mean, where do they even go? What's happening to them?
I don't know, because you never see them gathered anywhere. Also, these 5 platforms here...
You can't do it yet.
Actually, you can. See, if you're told about these platforms, then they'll light up yellow. But you can do it on your own without needing to hear about it.
No, I had no idea. I thought,
God damn it.
Yeah, water is deadly.
Yeah, okay. L2 and R2 rotate the camera.
The other the L1 and R1 are the dodge, right?
Yeah, the side rolls,
Side
which
roll.
never come back in any later Spyro games. It's unique to this game. You never use it though. But yeah, the right joystick does nothing, even though it's left joystick compatible. But we're not gonna come here just yet. It's a bonus stage. It's nothing like the rest of the game. I'll show it off later.
Now, this game itself isn't horribly long or anything, so we should be able to get through, like, I don't know, maybe 1, 2 of the... Well, maybe one world at least, probably. Every couple episodes, at least.
Probably, if we actually don't dick around as much.
Well, because if I recall correctly, last time I played this game, because to beat it only takes about, like, what, 6 or 7 hours? Something like that? It's not very long.
I don't know. But these purple chests, I don't know what's looking out of them, but all that's in these is an extra life. Just a little silver dragon statue. No idea what's poking its eyes out at you.
We're never given any clue on who Spyro's parents are either, do we?
Nope.
Nope, you're just the only child at the time? Because they don't introduce other child dragons until much later in the series.
Way later in the series. Also, to get health back for Sparks, he needs to eat butterflies. And the best way to get butterflies is to kill innocent animals.
Yes, because apparently animals turn into butterflies when they're killed, apparently. Never really explained.
I blame Hinduism. No reason why, I just do.
I also mentioned this too while we were doing the test recording, but everything in this game is just so very lively. Everything's moving and bopping around in some way. The way it counts up gems in your total collection is neat, where it spins around and turns into new numbers. And but this game can become kind of annoying at times, because in order to get 100% completion, you obviously have to pick up every single gem. And that can lead to a lot of annoyance where you cannot find the last one in a level.
But at least it's not like the photograph pieces in Token Sherto, though, because it'll actually tell you how many gems are in each area.
True.
So it'll really whittle down, where you have to search.
Yes, and most levels... Oh, another dragon.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks, plummeting into prehistoric glaciers.
Oh, that.
I believe this is also the only game that had Spyro with this voice actor. I believe.
Yeah, his voice actor changes so much.
Yes, his voice actor changes a lot. I do think 2 and 3 had the same one though, if I recall correctly. Now I don't know who they're bringing back for the Reignited trilogy though. I don't know who they're doing. It would be kind of funny if they brought back the original guy though.
I doubt it. If they weren't able to get him back for any of the Spyro sequels, then it's highly unlikely.
I agree.
Also, it's funny that you can just burn the plants. Doesn't do anything for you, but you can do it. Because they want to make you feel like a punk little dragon. Mm-hmm. Like, burn things, for whatever reason.
Because that was the nature of, taking these kind of properties here in America. Like, you had to make them more punky. You had to make them more like, oh, I'm against authority,
Except that I am specifically dedicating my life to freeing authority.
Yes, right. I don't have any idea why they had to focus on that.
Anyway, Town Square, I believe, was one of the 2 stages that were available in the demo, available in Crash Bandicoot Warped.
I still can't believe that Warped actually had a demo for Spyro 1, because it always felt like the series came out like a very similar time frame to Crash, but no.
Spyro picked up where Crash Bandicoot left off.
But I just can't believe that. I really can't. It's amazing.
Yeah, the only Crash games we got while Spyro was coming out were like Crash Bash and CTR.
But, this game had such an impact on people, though, when it came out. Like, I spent so much of my childhood messing around with, like, I had a friend of mine named Lindsay, and we'd play all kinds of little made-up games involving Spyro because we loved him so much. It was a lot of fun.
Now, I'm not totally sure how these portals work. You enter a portal, and then you just fly for a long time until you arrive.
That's an odd thing about my childhood, actually, now that I bring that up. I never really had any friends that were, like, guys growing up. Because most of my town had girls in it, so all my friends were, like, girls when I was growing up.
What about Kaze?
Well, I didn't meet Kaze until I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I knew him in go ahead and do this, and I'll talk about it after.
Nils.
Welcome to Town Square, Spyro. Begin exploring by gliding to that area with the bulls. Use the L2 and R2 buttons to get a good look.
No, but I was saying that I really became good friends with him during high school. I knew him since kindergarten, though. We met first there, but I didn't become good friends with him until high school.
Yeah, with enemies like that, like the bulls that charge, it's best to deal with them with the fire breath if you can, because if you try to match headbutts with them, you might get hurt, depending on the enemy. Because
most of the enemies tend to have either immunity to one or the other attack. So some require charging, some require flaming. We haven't encountered anything that's immune to flames yet, though. That will come later.
There will be metal armored enemies that you can't flame, but that you can kill by charging into them. And there will also be really big armored enemies that can't be flamed or charged, but if you charge them, it pushes them back slightly, and just gotta knock them off the ledge. Mm-hmm. And that's how you kill them. And obviously, they don't drop anything, because then you just lose it. Devlin.
Thanks, Spyro. I had the worst itch on the tip of my wing. Oh, did you know that you get your longest glides by pressing X at the very top of your jump?
Yes, Devlin.
So that's a pretty horrifying thought, that the dragons are still conscious while in their jade form, and they can still feel things.
Yep. Well, Nork was actually... Oh, jeez. What does Nork even want, exactly?
World domination. He's an orc. That's all they ever want.
Oh, God. Was it D&D that started with the start orcs being green? Or was that...
Well, in Lord of the Rings, I think they were blue. I don't know what made orcs green.
Yeah. Because in some things, orcs are like pig creatures. In some things, and I wonder where that comes from. I wonder.
It might be Japanese mythology, because they tend to be pig-like in Japanese games more often than anything else.
Yeah.
Also, these Matador Orcs, if you kill the bull, then they just stand around mocking you, and if you get close, they'll hit you with their flag. So, breathe fire on them.
When they die just so like unimpressively, because they're alive and then they're just gone.
That's the thing with most enemies in the Spyro games, though, is that much like Crash Bandicoot, they tend to all die in one hit. Ow bar.
Spyro, did you see a man dressed in blue running around here?
He's a thief!
And he's stolen a dragon egg! You've got to track him down and get that egg! Run! Run! I'm getting a little winded.
I forgot about that hilarious thing he says. He's a thief!
Yeah, but the first time I played the Spyro demo on Crash Warped, this was as much as I was able to do. Because I wasn't very secret savvy at the time, and I didn't know about this area over here that you had to glide and turn to. Mm-hmm. I was so impressed when I first found this.
Also, I'm going to give major props to Insomniac for making some pretty fantastic looking skyboxes for the time. Like, their skybox art is really great.
Yeah, so right up there, that blue-robed, blue-hooded thing, I don't know what species it's supposed to be, maybe a human, I don't know. But these guys are all over this game, and they all have a very tiny dragon egg in their possession, so dragons are teeny when they're born.
There's actually something weird about the egg thieves, actually. I'll point it out later when we actually get towards the end of getting them all. So we'll wait until then, but for now, just go ahead and try and capture them.
Yeah, catching the egg thieves is difficult. You have to be just slightly faster than they are.
Yeah. I mean, that first one isn't very hard, but they can get pretty difficult.
He was hard for me when I was a little kid. Yeah, but the egg thieves always have a circular route that they follow, usually involving a single direction that you can't backtrack through. Because the egg thieves have the ability to jump way, way higher than you.
What I love about the egg thieves, though, is it's a perfect way to really train and make mechanics more solid in the player's mind. It's like, oh, Spyro can run, so let's make a running enemy. You know, it's a very, very clever idea on their part to reinforce that kind of stuff. In fact, this game seems to be all about reinforcing gameplay mechanics through Spyro's actions and his environment. It just kind of shows, like, what else has Insomniac done before this that really kind of built that sort of pedigree?
I could be wrong, but I think Insomniac either helped or was the main developer of Blazing Dragons. But that was a point-and-click adventure game. That genre is all about using everything in your disposal.
Yes. I mean, it's a really good point-and-click adventure game, though. We should probably play that on the channel at some point as well.
Well, I think it's one of my subscriber milestones. It's like one of my favorite games of all time. Also, there's these things, which you repeatedly breathe fire on in order to make them spin themselves into oblivion. I'm not sure how that works.
Just overheating them, I guess. So that's...
Thor.
Thank you for releasing me.
Get used to that. About a tenth of the dragons in this game all say that.
Yes, well, that one was on all fours, so I guess you're right. I guess I do kind of move around like that then.
I am missing two gems.
I know where they are. Take the jump back across. You know the secret jump that led you? You have to go take that jump. Because you left it at the beginning where the egg thief was. You didn't grab it.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
No, I had to come down this way.
Yeah.
I can't go backwards.
At least that's what I think you missed. We'll see. There's one.
This
There's
one.
one. Okay.
No, that's the one.
Oh, okay.
The different colored gems are worth different amounts. Red ones, I think, are worth 1. Greens are worth 2. And there's also purples and yellows and blues. I forget how much they're all worth.
Well, yellow's worth 10. Yeah, that's it for that world. That's done.
Yep, that world is complete, and we never ever have to go there again for any reason.
Is it calling it a world proper? It's more like level. I don't know.
Level, yeah.
Yeah, because the world is artisan. That's what we're in, the artisan world.
And I don't know why this world's called Artisans. You never see any artists or anyone making or building anything. It's just a pretty ruinous world. Mm-hmm. Well, pre-ruin. It's like, this is the kind of world you go to. I don't know how to explain it. It's like they built all of this stuff with the idea that one day it'll be in ruins and it will look cool that way.
That's something else we just picked up there. Those little glowing orbs. If you collect enough of them so they completely surround your face in the upper right, your life counter, it'll give you an extra life. That's what those are for.
Yeah, so you have a reason to kill enemies that you've already gotten the gems from. But that goes back into my whole thing about, Nasty Nork turning gems into warriors. We have the gems already, so where are these warriors coming from?
Well, we're not even given any explanations what those orbs are. They might be a form of gem, perhaps.
1, 2, 3, 4. How many do you think we would need?
Well, just keep collecting them until you're one off from the top, and then we'll just count them all. That's all we have to do.
Okay, now, there's always an ultimate objective to each world.
And we've already been told what it is here. That's to get to the balloon.
Well, the balloon's right here.
Yes, but we can't access it until we get enough dragons captured.
Yeah, the very first dragon we rescued told us to free 10 dragons in the Artisan's World and then find the balloonist. Marco. If you prove your worth by rescuing 10 dragons, then you may use this balloon to fly to a new world.
So he's literally just keeping us from saving the dragons, basically.
Well, no, he's asking us to prove ourselves.
If we beat Nork, though, then none of that matters. Because then everyone will be saved.
But if we're...
Yeah, I don't know how you did that.
Okay, if we're not good enough to defeat Nasty Nork, then we're just throwing our life away. I think that's what they're getting at. Okay, let's go to Dark Hollow next.
Why doesn't Marco do it? Why doesn't he go stop Nasty Nork?
Because he's not a warrior. He can't breathe fire.
He's got a balloon. Just fly into his freaking thing and just drop a bomb on it. Now here we go. There's the metal guys.
Yeah, shielded enemies, but
Yes.
they put their shields down when they want to attack you.
And as you see here, there's a little bit of flavor the developers put in. The frogs grant you the butterflies here, not sheep.
Well, it's different animals all over the game. But yeah, this chest has a lock. You can't destroy it. You can't fire breathe it. You need to find the key. And then there's these big guys. You can't headbutt them, so you have to fire breathe them.
Yes,
and
'cause-
they die in one hit.
Because if you rush in, they'll whack you with their clubs. And it does the whole cartoonishly flattening thing that happens. It's pretty cool.
Albin.
Oh, it's you. I wasn't sure if you'd escape those annoying little creatures. Of course, they wouldn't bother me, but here's a hint. Metal armor is fireproof, but a charge attack will take care of them.
I remember last time we played this game, we were talking about how amazing like 90s metal looked in video games. Oh, I love it so much. I love the effect they have for it, where it's sort of overly shiny, like no way it could actually be metal, or it's like perfectly polished. And it's the same kind of metal you'd see like in Mario 64 or anything like that.
Unarmored behinds. That's how you get those ones.
It's so silly to have armor that doesn't protect their back. But think about that. If they weren't moving, you'd be screwed. Couldn't beat the game.
Yeah, they never turned around, then they wouldn't have a problem. But they're dumb. There's the key over there. Oswin.
Spyro, want to know a secret? Use the triangle button when you want to zoom in and look around. Oh, your secret's safe with me.
It's not really even a secret. You also realize how we never saved any female dragons?
I'm noticing now.
Yeah.
Why are there no girl dragons in this game? I mean,
Because we know girl dragons exist, but not in this game.
well, I never played the third game. Were there any girl dragons in that?
No. We only ever saw girl dragons once the series moved on to the PS2.
With like Cinder and Ember and all
Yeah,
that?
Cinder and Ember, yeah. In fact, I don't know if there's any more besides those two. It might just be Cinder and Ember. I mean, that could just be the kind of 90s design philosophy, though, of the time, where, if something's made for boys, it's going to have boys in it. If it's made for girls, it's going to have girls in it. It might be like that.
I don't know. I mean, my sisters still liked Spyro plenty.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying it was the right design, but... Or either that, or they just didn't think about it. They didn't think that it was necessary to add any girl characters. In fact, there's no girl characters in this game at all. Like, everyone is a guy.
Well, the fairy is a female.
Oh, okay, fairies. My fault there.
Sparks, grab the gem.
It would have been neat if Sparks was a girl, but no.
I could have sworn there was another Nork with a shield around here that I didn't kill. Huh.
A lot of people don't think very highly of Spyro once it moved onto the PlayStation 2. And, you know, I'll be truthful. Like, a lot of those games on that weren't very good. But I always thought the Eternal Night games, or whatever, whatever the series is called, Legend of Spyro, was always kind of fun. Mostly because I enjoy the get into an arena, fight a bunch of enemies, and then move on. I've always liked that system. And expanding the breath system more was pretty cool.
What, just having different elemental breaths?
Yeah. I always thought that was clever.
That's always what people go to when they want to do something more with fire breath, is just make it an element besides fire.
Well, yeah, true.
I mean, what about, like, different shapes of fire breath?
Well, they did that too in Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. I think that's what it was called. In that one, he had like bubble breath that could capture things. You know, that's not an element.
I need to go back and use the key.
Yeah.
Darius.
Big enemies like this Gnorc with the club cannot be charged, but a quick flame, that should defeat them.
That was a weird reading.
That was a very weird reading. But what I like about the dragons in this game is how you got portly dragons, and you got skinny dragons, and short ones and tall ones. It's pretty
Old
cool.
ones and young ones.
Mm-hmm.
Not too young, though. Not too young to be your size.
Mm-hmm.
There's only male dragons, and you're the only kid.
Mm-hmm.
What a weird species.
Yeah, because I think we learn later on through I think Enter the Dragonfly actually about like how all kid dragons are actually given dragonflies like Spyro is. So it's weird that Spyro in this game didn't know much about Sparks or even his name when they're supposed to be granted dragonflies at a certain age. So it's weird he didn't know.
It's like Sparks just starts following you at the very beginning of this game.
Yeah.
And Spyro doesn't question it until an older dragon points it out.
Yeah.
There's so many flaws with this story. Oh, did I not get everything?
Well, you didn't check before you left.
Oh, I thought I would have gotten everything. God damn it. Okay, gotta go back in.
It's probably best that we check before we leave any level.
Yeah, because every level always has a number of gems divisible by 50. I think.
Well, let's not make any assumptions. I mean, it's been a while since we played. We're missing 2, so...
Yeah.
Alright, so where did we miss 2?
I don't know. It's probably going to be like one green gem hiding around somewhere.
Go back to where the key was.
Oh, I got it.
Oh.
It was that one enemy that I knew I'd missed.
Oh.
It just got away.
Well, there's an example of you getting flattened by the one guy.
It sure takes a while for Sparks to actually eat the butterflies.
I don't know, however, if the health granted is immediate, or if it's just the animation showing him get... So it might give you the actual upgrade to your health immediately. The animation might just take a while.
I don't know. I never tested it.
Yeah. So we're missing 10 gems from the Artisan World as well.
Yeah, I'm betting they're over by the boss, which I still haven't shown off. Like, if you come over here... Like, this area is actually completely walled off in the demo, I think. It's walled off in some version, maybe an alpha version.
They might just keep the mouth of the door closed.
Well, yeah, you come over here, and there's this big old dragon head. Now, you can actually get different cutscenes with this dragon, depending on how many dragons you've already saved, or how many levels you've been to. I forget what the requirement is, but this is the only dragon in the entire game with different cutscenes. Argus.
Cool, Flash. Do that again.
The Artisan's boss is through a portal behind me. You can challenge him now, if you feel you are ready.
Yeah, so
Thanks.
if you come here right away, I think he tells you that you should wait a while before, giving it a shot. Or he just tells you to come back later and it doesn't open.
No, we don't, there's still a world we have to do. Do you want to see the boss for last?
And we can save the bosses for last, I guess.
No
But
reason not to.
the thing is, though, all of the bosses in this game, except for Nasty Nork, are optional.
Yeah, that's true. And they're all also very horribly underwhelming.
Pretty much. Now, I should be able to do this stage relatively easily without having to try too many times.
I still can't believe you can open that without... That's crazy. I had no idea about... You taught me something cool. Oh, also, something about this... Okay.
Yeah, these stages are very different from the others.
Yes, these are very different.
They're perpetual flight stages, and they're timed. And you have to gather time by collecting things. I always come in here first, because it's the hardest place.
Yeah, but you can see every time you get something, it gives you slightly more time. 3 seconds per box in this case. Hitting something or running into a wall will cause you to slow down and sometimes fall. You can still charge in these levels, but you actually have to touch the ground to do so, and you run super fast.
If you try charging in the middle of the air, you'll stop flying.
Yes.
Bad idea. But you can get on these train tracks here and start charging into... oh, god damn it.
Yeah.
You can get on these train tracks and start... Oh, that... Never mind, I'm dead. I thought I could destroy those with my charge attack. I guess
Apparently
not.
that's not the case, yeah. Apparently.
Okay, fine. Let me do the trains first. Okay, I guess I won't run on the train track. I guess I don't need to land in this stage.
Nah, there's not many that require it. I'm actually surprised that it even lets you run at all anyway. Because there's supposed to be like flying stages, so...
Yeah, and all you had to do to initiate the flight again is to just activate the glide.
Yeah. Which, it begs the question of why Spyro can't fly anywhere else. I don't really get that.
I wasted a lot of time there. Finding a good route is also important for these stages.
It can come down to the wire a lot of the time, yes. But again, they're very fun, and it's actually very quick to just get up and try again. So it's really no big loss if you ever just end up messing up the level or whatever.
I still got over 20 seconds left on the clock, so...
Yes, got the...
These arches, I think these appear in every flight stage.
I believe they do, yes.
Yeah, and they're not difficult.
No. Does this have lighthouses in it, or no, it has planes? It has planes.
It has planes, yes.
Okay. Planes suck. Planes are the worst. I hate planes.
The planes aren't that bad as long as you notice that they're all flying in a circle. And just go after them in reverse.
Yeah, but sometimes it is best to like vary up what you're getting, depending on where you are in the level.
Yeah, like if you come to an area where there's a whole bunch of stuff in one place, and getting the rest of what you're currently working on will take a lot of extra time and sidetrack you, then just put it on hold.
Aw.
Oh, come on. Oh, no. Come on.
It's okay. You got it.
Okay.
Here, get the last two. 3, 2...
Is that the last one?
Yep.
Oh, geez.
Got it.
Okay, that was close.
It
and with that, we have completed every stage except the boss in the first world.
No, we're still missing a stage, aren't we? Yeah, we're still missing one in the main area.
Oh, right, that one.
Yeah. So we're not done yet.
Oh. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
I keep walking past it.
Mm-hmm. Probably because it was the most obvious one, that's why you...
Yeah.
You don't worry about having to beat a specific time or anything on those outside of the given time limit. It will always give you all the available gems when you complete the level.
Yeah, the time record thing is just, for you to challenge yourself or your family or friends or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we still accomplished a lot in one episode.
Yes. Artisan World is almost finished, which is good.
Just 2 levels to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so thank you all so very much for watching. Be sure to leave a comment, because comments make me happy. And if you want to support this channel, the best way you can do that is to share this video.
And if you want to see some more of me, there's a link to my Twitch below.
So, we'll see you all in the next video.
Bye, guys. These robots look like Eustace.
They kind of do, actually. Yeah. Those ones in particular.
Yeah.
Go big Bandicoot.
Bandicoot.
Cortex, where's my dinner? I'm getting me mallet.